Hi there, it's Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com with match number 2 with our Heroes Blade deck. This is not... well, this is keepable. I'm going to keep it. I have no clue what I'm up against. We have got the trips on the temple, which are going to help us never draw another land. And the good news about it is we can actually play him on top. In fact, I can play him with Wooded Foothills in conjunction with Wooded Foothills to... no, that's not... I don't even know what I'm thinking here. So it's a black deck. I hate, of course, seeing that on the first draw. Temple of Abandon. Hey, we don't want 4 of them. We'll put that Temple of Abandon on the bottom and pass the turn. It's going to be a Caves. I was going to think Black-White Warriors, but no Black-White Warrior came down on turn 1 or turn 2, so it'd be a very slow start. Good news is we were able to get rid of 2 things we don't want. And then next turn we can Boon Satyr something in. Okay, so this is just gonna be good old Abzan. And there's another Boon Satyr. At this point, I don't know. No, I don't want to reshuffle anything because we put 2 cards on the bottom. So I was saying thinning out would be better, but it absolutely is not better. So I'll pass the turn again. And what makes Boon Satyr, of course, so good is it's got that flash and a turn. And there we go. That one's actually really, really good to get rid of because that's our entire deck. But that does give him card advantage. It gives him 1 more card, but I would rather have him draw a card than exile something good. He's probably going to Rhino here. But Rhino does get a little bit outclassed by Polukranos. And Mystic's not going to do it. We are going to have to now thin out our deck. I could probably not have him block with Siege Rhino, get him for free 4 damage, but it's definitely not worth it. It's just going to be Polukranos Attorney at Law that is going to come down, and hopefully he doesn't have like an Abzan Charm or something for the Polukranos. I'd love to see a Nykthos trying to Nyx pretty soon because we got 4 Devotion. But even if he kills the Polukranos, we have another Polukranos. Okay, so there's another Absent Charm. If he wants to trade 4 damage for 4 damage, I'm probably okay with that. And he does not. All right. So we could go Boon Satyr for Boon Satyr. But I'm just thinking the right play here is still going to be a Polukranos. Well, Surrak could give my guy haste the next time. Or I could just attack in with the Boon Satyr. And then when he blocks, Boon Satyr on a Boon Satyr gets rid of his Siege Rhino. I'd rather have that be something lethal later on. So I'm just going to Temple. And I actually like Bow of Nylea. No, do I like Bow of Nylea here? I don't know if I do. Death Touch on attackers, gaining 3 life. I'm going to put that, I'm going to bottom it. It is a tough decision. This is a matchup where I don't like the bow. But we'll just Polukranos again, and then pass the turn. Force him once more to find an answer. It's going to be a Courser Crufix, which shows a Read the Bones on top. And another Courser comes down. So, double Coursers at this point aren't the greatest to have. Creator's Claw is going to be very nice. We can get rid of the Siege Rhino here and just pummel in. Or we could attack with both, and I'm sure that he's going to block a Boon Satyr. And then, yeah, this is going to be our plan here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Creator's Claw is not an option. We are just... I mean, I could go Surrak. I want to thin out a lot of his blockers here. So I'm going to go ahead and attack in with both. Now, I don't think he wants to Siege Rhino the Boon Satyr. Because in response, I can fight it for just 1. But, I mean, he might just think that and then block Courser here, Siege Rhino here, and then... Or Siege Rhino here, Courser here. I fight, and then it's 2 for 2, and he's left with the Courser. But I'm hoping he blocks here. And then I Boon Satyr, and then just have a huge Boon Satyr. Yep, okay, sweet. So, no, we'll just fight. We'll Polukranos and fight. Or, no, we're actually, I think we might actually just go for it here with the Creator's Claw. Fight for 1. Because the, I don't know here. We could just fight for 1 and still cast. Have a Boon Satyr we could flash in. So I'm just going to kill this. And we can get another forest. Or I just, no. I actually just pump him up all the way. Six doesn't matter, it's just 5, then we can cast an Elvish Mystic. So this will kill the Siege Rhino and do 7 damage. Take him down to a 10. He's got to read the bones, which I don't believe he really wants to utilize, and we'll Mystic here. He does get the 2 life off the Coursers. And he's got an Elspeth coming up. So next turn we do need to smash in for as much as possible. But it's a Garruk. Garruk's going to kill Polukranos. And he's up to a 19. Jeez. That's crazy. So, and that Elspeth coming up is huge. Elspeth is really difficult. And he's still got 4 cards in hand with a read. Yeah, I gave him game life equal to its toughness. Alright, so that's exactly what he wanted me to do. We'll see what we draw into. It's another Surrak. So Surrak, Creator's Claw for the Garruk. Elspeth, yeah, Elspeth's going to be incredibly difficult for me to deal with. So, Surrak doesn't have Formidable. I think I just attack in with Elvish Mystic into Garruk. And we'll end up having to Creator's Claw for 2. So this ends up working out pretty decent. It kills a Courser. But we need some way to get through this Elspeth that's going to be coming out. Especially with him being able to temple and find more stuff. He's got so much life. I need to top into like a See the Unwritten here. Yasova for the trample would be decent. Again, Elspeth's just going to be very, very hard. Murderous Cut's going to be just so much card advantage in this deck. Yeah, he's just going to pop Elspeth. And that's going to be incredibly difficult without trample. So I guess Nylea would be the best card in the world I could draw into. And still he'd be able to... Because I hate using Surrak here because he just kills both. Next turn with the Elspeth. He's got a Murderous Cut coming up. Xenagos is okay. Boon Satyr falls off. I lose the Surrak. He loses 2 tokens. And forced to use his Elspeth, but then gets a Murderous Cut to take care of my guy the following turn. Xenagos, I have 5 devotion, and that means the Surrak can come out, but then that's another token he gets, plus he Murderous Cuts it. There's probably nothing I can do here. I need some help. I need a lot of help here. I'm still thinking at Xenagod. It's going to be just better. And again, Trample, Nylea at Trample just makes some scenarios for lethal. So I could actually see him still just putting out, especially now with a Murderous Cut in hand, just putting out tokens with Elspeth. There's Courser number 3. I'm sure he's just going to read the bones here. Oh, wow. So much life gain. And a Hero's Downfall coming up, so... yeah. Thoughtseize, he sees double Surrak. He can take a Surrak. He can keep up the Murderous Cut. And still get in for 4. And continue to put out more tokens. So what can I draw into here that could really... that'll actually do it. Because you can only Murderous Cut one of them. But then do I just die on the backswing? I have to do it. So there's 4, 5. It requires 5, right? Because I have to pay 4 for X. So Elspeth's dead. He can't Murderous Cut the Boon Satyr. He just... okay, so he just... yeah, all he does is just end a turn, Murderous Cuts, and then... whoa! All he just needs to do is Murderous Cut, and then... well, he could Bile Blight, I guess. There's just so many ways I'm dead. What I said is he could have Murderous Cut the end of turn there, killed off my Elvish Mystic, and then Hero's Downfall to Boon Satyr and just tacked in for lethal. I'm dead anyway. Alright. Yeah, that's just lethal anyway. That's 7 damage. So, I think versus his deck, he's running Hero's Downfalls. So Xenagos is still good, though. And this is where See the Unwritten really shines. I am kind of a fan of Outpost Siege here, too. Abzan Beastmaster, absolutely not. Hero's Blade, yes. Aspect of Hydra, yes. Bow of Nylea, no. I do like Nylea, though, because it does give me some outs, and I still love Yasova. The Creator's Claws are good. The Xenagod's good. The Surrak is good. Maybe again, we go down to like a 1 of Aspect and a 1 of Hero's Blade. Just if we have it, we have it. And Polukranos actually seems pretty weak in this matchup, but not terribly weak. The card that... well, we have more ways to generate mana. I'm going to cut just to one of land. And possibly just a Yasova. No, Yasova seems great. Xenagos seems great. Outpost Siege seems great. All the See the Unwritten seem amazing. So I guess it's just this other aspect of Hydra. And we'll submit this. So yes, I'd like to play first. I'm going to go ahead and keep this hand. I think it's very good. We have a first turn Elvish Mystic into a second turn Yasova or Hero's Blade, depending on how we want to do this. Probably, well, I don't know. It's going to be Yasova. Yeah, awesome. So you could Thoughtseize me here, and I'd hate that. He does not. This is going to be incredibly good. So I don't like all the lands that we've drawn into, but it's fine when you have an early Yasova. And an early Xenagos. Now he's got some terrible, terrible options here. Still can't Courser. He can Abzan, Charmer, Yasova, and then just get beat down by Satyr tokens. He could Bile Blight, a Satyr. Let's thin out some more. I don't like that Elvish Mystic, of course. I'm okay with him Bile Blighting Satyr tokens here. I think that's his best play. Or just on Yasova is fine too. But he still takes 5 here. Goes down to a 9. Does he run Drown in Sorrows? I don't think I care at this point. Drown in Sorrow is his play. He needs to do a Drown in Sorrow. Siege Rhino could come out here as well. Unfortunately, it's not going to be able to block a Satyr token with the Hero's Blade on it. That does stabilize him. That's a nice card. I don't know if it's quite... Whenever creature you go... I think we just do it. We just throw him out. Because that's going to be very difficult for him to come back from. Now, I could generate enough mana, too, to make it big and make him switch with the Siege Rhino. By being able to equip... Yeah, I think that's actually better. So we're gonna add some mana. We'll cast him first. We could draw cards here too. We could actually just attack in and then add mana later, and then no, because that won't do. So we're just gonna add mana. Force him to make the block. We could draw cards here, but that's definitely not the way to go. And lose his Siege Rhino. I think this is the best play. Unless he has another Siege Rhino. Just a Courser. Courser is going to be... It allows him to Temple of Silence here. But now he still can't... He can't really block anything favorably. He'll have to block the Hero's Downfall. He doesn't have enough for a Murderous Cut. So, put a 2/2. I'm actually going to equip the Hero's Blade on one of the weaker. And just swing in. And that's game. so that worked out very well. Again, Bow of Nylea I don't like. I don't like the Abzan Beastmaster or Aspect of Hydra. I'm liking what we did here. I'm thinking this is a very, very solid strategy. So we'll submit it. On the draw, this can be a little bit harder. He had a pretty decent hand, though, Abzan Charm to Siege Rhino. He needed a Courser earlier. I'm sure he was stuck on that, not double green, but that's just one of the issues with running a deck like 3-color Abzan with a lot of the black-white duels, is sometimes you get cut out of that double green. This, again, is a decent hand. I'll keep it. No first turn Mystic. He does have to mulligan to 5, 4, 3. He's just going to scoop here. He's going to keep his 3. Hey, I've lost worse games before. I don't know. This is like a hand that if your opponent mulls a 3, though, I don't see that you can lose. So, I mean, Crater's Claw, I can just take care of basically anything. He's not going to hit all his land drops or cards to stop this, and basically that sets us up for victory. Yep, it's just going to be Temple. Well, Polukranos is a double card we don't need. Put that on the bottom. And attacking with a Mystic. And we'll do a Shrine of Nyx next turn. I mean, look, he's got a decent little hand if he Abzan Charms. Fleece Mane Lion out of nowhere. Do we Crater's Claw that? No, I don't. It's just going to be Polukranos. Now watch him Abzan Charm the Polukranos, attacking for 3, and then just keep drawing removal. There's a See the Unwritten. That's going to be beautiful. We'll just Temple here. Oh, this ended up being a really good hand, no matter what, because we have a Nykthos Shrine of Nyx, and now we have a Surrak as well. They can give himself formidable haste. I know we're really just goldfishing here, as I'm sure you would have had another play like a Siege Rhino ideally. I think he's just trying to get out anything to take care. I'm gonna have a See the Unwritten though next turn. There's no. This is gonna do an amazing explosive hand next turn. Does he have a Crux? He's just gonna monstrous the Fleece Mane and then proceed to lose. As I guarantee that this will find us something. So, could actually Boon Satyr and then, yeah, I can actually Boon Satyr here and still See the Unwritten. Boon Satyr is only down 1 mana. So I'll just cast this. And then he knows he's dead anyway. And then we would See the Unwritten. And then we could go Yasova and Boon Satyr. Oh, what in the world? So the double click, oh wow, the double click messes me up here. That's stupid. I was trying to click on the... Well, that screws me up. I was trying to click on something else with the card and then with the Surrak. I mean, there's no way it comes back from this because we just have a Crater's Claw if he like wipes the board here. So, anyway, I mean, even the Boon Satyr just giving it haste would have won. And sometimes Magic just pisses me off with the triggers. With the click, I swear I clicked on Yasova. But anywho, we'll just attack in. And I don't even want to grab it because you could have something. We'll just attack with everything. And that is going to be game. Alrighty, so we're 2-0 so far, even with my terrible misplays. We will go on to match number 3. This has been Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com. Thanks for watching.